The founder and CEO of Veterans Club says he has no plans to step away or step down from the nonprofit after receiving a 6-month prison sentence just yesterday. Jeremy Harrell was convicted of stealing $128,000 in unemployment disability payments while actively running the organization for the past 5 years. Brooke Hash and photojournalist Aspen Hester share his concerns of the unemployment system and what he doesn't want to have happen after his conviction.
You know, one of the hardest things I ever read on paper was the United States of America versus Jeremy Harrell. You know, as a man who sacrificed so much for this country, I felt a lot betrayed by that.
That's U.S. Army combat veteran Jeremy Harrell, who served in the military for the better part of a decade in the global war on terrorism. Today,
now I'm a convicted felon.
Found guilty of claiming unemployment disability checks for years while running a successful organization that helps in the rehabilitation of veterans and first responders.
You know, the VA policies are so loose and they're so complex. You know, so when you're going through these different levels of disability, it's not always clear. I had no indication that volunteering a lot would be something that would be considered wrong.
Prosecutors claimed Harrell worked 40 to 60 hours a week, organizing events and media interviews for Veterans Club, while also managing over $400,000 in assets and about 6,000 volunteers.
In the military, we're taught to continue to move forward despite the hardship. And there were days where I could do that, and there were days where I couldn't.
Harrell says he'll never apologize for the work he did.
But if we're going to be punished, and if we're going to be sent to prison, and our whole lives are going to be turned upside down, you know, that's a big deterrent for veterans trying to do the right thing.
He said his conviction has only ignited more of a passion to help veterans who may be on the same path to ensure they don't end up in the same place, all by changing policies. And at the end of the day,
continue to support the mission, continue to allow us to be able to do the most good for the veterans and first responders that we serve.
With photojournalist Aspen Hester, Brooke Hash, WHAS 11 on your side.
Upon his release from prison, Harrell will be under the supervision of the U.S. Probation Office for 1 year, 6 months of which will be spent right on home detention.